y'all? This Greg said it. Back with another one. All right. Greg said it here, y'all. I see y'all in the chat here. Some people say they thought they missed here. Said at the government. No, I got behind. I did send out a little notification, but I got a little behind. Had to do a little running around in addition to what I normally do. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Felix. Felix. Did I talk to you, Felix? I talked to somebody this weekend. Was it Felix? I think I might have talked to you. Um, can't remember. Hey, Greg. I like everything I heard from him. He's putting the work. I'm bothered by the something, Greg. Appreciate you all. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Kanissa. Appreciate it. Appreciate the Father's Day and all that good stuff. It's been a busy day, but I went and did a little deed and picked up something for my mom, so I had to delay and a little furniture piece since I have a truck now. So I went and picked that up and I got a little behind, but I want to make sure I stop by and talk to you all. Like I say, always on this Thursday here because this is our one day a week where we get together and do Greg Said It live. I do another live will be watched on Thursday for the most part. Yeah, I did talk to you. Okay. With a face with a name with face. Okay. Yeah, I haven't talked to your brother. I guess I get with him tomorrow. Yeah. So where do I start? As you know, it's kind of like we're in that phase now where Colorado juggles around. They get into the little summer workouts and we get to see what that look like. They look really happy. I don't know if y'all noticed. They look really happy. Where those guys are really, they enjoying working out. I don't know if it's just me, but that's a good sign. Because I played on some teams where everybody trying to skip practice, and I played on the teams that win. I'm gonna tell you the difference between the teams that win and the teams that lose. The teams that lose, you look at them like they crazy because they love football. They love it, man. I mean, they go to practice and you be looking like, should I feel bad? It's like that's culture. When you feel like, should I go to? I don't know. It's hot out here. They just look like they just happy. Those are the teams that I played on. They win everything. They win everything. I mean, they win a championship 3-4 years in a row. That's the sign of a championship team. Greg said it. Appreciate it. Hit them like buttons. Get this algorithm up. We're not at our regular time here. But when you see a team that plays and they don't look bothered, they don't look like they hate being out there, that's a team you want to play for because they enjoy being around each other. I'm looking at them practice. I'm like, shoot. They don't go home for the summer. They might go down a little bit after they do a few weeks, but I'm like, I used to go home for the whole summer. Some guys stay because they stayed off campus or they lived in the area. I went home, and it's like that was a different time and era. It's like it's year round enough. Then even in summer, I'm like, I go home work out. These boys that working out, they look like they happy being there, being with each other. It's just different, man. It's just energy it's different. He give them a little taste of the music on the workout, a little taste of the not. This guy, he got some experience. He really bringing a lot of balance to that fitness and the mindset. Coach Swayze, how he talk to him, he get in their mind. This gonna be a different team. I ain't just saying it for hopes and wishes. I mean, I've been on winning teams, I've been on losing teams, and I also seen 2 years of Colorado compared to this one. This team is gonna be different. They're gonna play faster. They're gonna be less mental errors, more discipline. You're not gonna see a lot of penalties with this team. They, like I said, they're gonna be bigger. They're gonna be faster. They're gonna be more balanced. I'm sorry. When you look at, I don't know if you go on YouTube and you look at Salter's film. What's going on? What's going on? I love CC. What's going on? If you go look at Salter film, if they model that offense anywhere similar to what Salter did at Liberty, which I figure they do, they'd be smart, and I'm sure that's closer to what you would see from our offense coordinator. I'm sure Sherman would. I mean, with them tight ends, if you put them tight ends to work with Salter in combination with the receivers, man, it's gonna be tough to stop Colorado. You really think about it. He used tight ends a lot because you watching him, making sure he don't sneak out because it's almost like he's sitting back, look like y'all linebackers get out of your lanes if you want to. I'm gone. So they really watching him, and they can't watch him in that tight end. I'm sorry, I played all them positions. I ain't played quarterback. Should have played. Could have played. But everything else I played. That tight end slip out of there. It's a wrap. And he know how to find them. He ain't got to be Shedeur. He ain't got to be the dynamic passer. If he use his weapons and the OC use them weapons, it's going to be interesting. You got to watch that little fast running back out of the backfield. You got to watch that tight end, and you got them receivers out there. It's going to be, you got to be a really talented team to be able to stop all that. So it's going to be hard to beat them unless you just a well-balanced team. And typically you don't see them kind of teams unless you get playoff or, the one or two teams you play. So they looking pretty good. But on topic with Shedeur, it really just, when you really, really think about what's going on with Shedeur, we've seen he's down to the mini camp now. Words are leaking out. People making comments. And, because people want to play with the right people, they want to win. And these guys are leaking out on other shows, and these other players are telling them Shedeur look different. I don't know if the Cleveland Browns are playing some kind of silly mental game or what, but it looks like to me, it may be some stuff going on behind the scenes as far as what they are hiding. He may be working out with the ones and all that. But speaking of Colorado, what makes Shedeur different than any other quarterback? His number one asset. What makes him better than anything they can have, especially a Cleveland Brown? Because like I said, the only teams that's going to be picking up first-round draft picks like that, especially early draft picks, teams who suck. They clearly, their quarterback clearly didn't do the job. You go and you win 2-3 games, 4 games. You getting the picks for a reason. Your team is not performing worth anything. That's what your draft picks is telling you. So when you look at it, why would you choose anybody other than Shedeur if you're in that situation? Because he got one thing that he proves. And I've said it before, but this is the point. Shedeur is the only quarterback you got and you will have that's of that quality that ain't come from a good team. That ain't come from a talented team. See, sometimes your talent around you can make you appear like you more than what you are until you have to carry it on your back. He's proven he can carry a team on his back. They look at it as a negative. But the positive is, if you're the type of team that needs somebody to carry you, if you're the type of team that you want to know how your quarterback is going to respond, you would choose Shedeur. Because Shedeur is the only quarterback that's played on a horrible program and shown that he can win with it. He can turn it around. And that's what you're drafting, right? That's the point. You look for somebody to turn your organization around. I would hope that's what the Browns looking for. Anybody in this situation, that they would be looking for a guy who can turn that team around. And he's the only one that proved it. Everybody like to compare him to all these other quarterbacks and other conferences and other times. But SEC don't put out nothing. I'm sorry. You can't tell me no good SEC quarterbacks. And when you do, Cam Newton is one of the rarities because he was like a superhero. He took an Auburn team that was nothing to turn to something overnight. But he's like a giant. Like he's a giant with receiver speed and all that stuff. And it's just a freak of nature. And they had other pieces. But when you come from Colorado, when the team gets stripped bucky necky, and you lose all your players, and you got to go and put 50, 60 people inside of the portal and build your team up in spring portal, and you come back the next year and you turn around and you say, okay, now I got to turn around and do it again because I'm still at a deficit and people graduate. Colorado had to do that 2 years in a row. They really just gonna start sending fruit this year, even though they lost some players. They building, and better quality people feel like they can come there. But Shedeur didn't have that. Shedeur won, and I'm telling y'all, I say it all the time. His team was better than 4-8 that first year. Everybody like throw it around just like they say he a 5th round. That's a lie. He's a 5th round draft pick, and that's a lie that it was a 4-8 team. I'm gonna tell you that now. That's a lie. That team was better than 4-8. They got robbed several games. They could have easily been 7-5 at worst. They could have been 8-14 that year. They was in all them games, and the referees was helping, and it was weird. So he performed better than people give him credit. They just had to, create this narrative. But one thing that he has at the end of the day is the ability to turn programs around and be clutch enough to help them win big games. Appreciate it. Mark D, appreciate it. That's what I'm talking about. Shedeur, if we trying to figure out Flacco, we trying to figure out Pickett, you trying to figure out, you know, just slipping as I'm talking. You trying to figure out all these different Gabriel. You trying to figure out all these different people. You got to look at their background. Their background tells you a lot. You can't compare me coming from an undefeated Oregon to the Browns. You ain't come from a losing nothing. You ain't coming from nothing. I have no idea how you gonna respond in a team that's not surrounded by a whole bunch of 4 stars and 5 stars and 10 stars. I don't know how you gonna respond when it's all on you. When you ain't got a guy over there running 4-3, that guy running 4-3, and you out talent everybody. They gonna bail you out of a lot. It's certain runs the running back gonna get away with. There's certain catches the receiver he just gonna burn. He playing against people below him, and you surrounded by all these options. You gonna look good as a quarterback. But when you as a quarterback, your line is depleted. You got a couple receivers, and y'all learn to play together. No running game, no real significant tight end play, and you still putting up the numbers you putting up. That tells more about you as a quarterback than it does about the team. And I think a lot of these guys, especially in the SEC, they come from really good teams. Their teams are better. Their record may not be just going on, but their teams really compensate. I'm gonna give you a prime example. That Beck out of Georgia. Oh, he's so good. They wanted him to be the Cam Ward, but he fell apart and he went to Miami. But Beck, it kept saying Beck is not all that. He's just at Georgia. Georgia ain't put in a new quarterback this year. No name, no backup quarterback. And it's like he can pretty much do the same thing. Beck gone. And Georgia gonna pretty much do the same thing. They quarterbacks, all they gotta do is be good game managers. We've seen that all them quarterbacks came out of Alabama. Good game managers. They ain't gotta do much, hand that ball to a wildebeest in the backfield. And then they got Judy on the field, Smith. They got all these folks Waddle all on one team. All them guys super fast, all them first round draft picks. Your whole offensive line, almost all them first round draft picks. And you as a quarterback, you walking around with your chest out like you Superman. Like, really? Yeah, I mean, he's a lot more sophisticated. He's definitely a smart IQ guy. He come from football. His dad from football. So it's like his IQ is way higher than what the Giants wanted to say. The Giants want to say he don't know now. He just stood with headphones on, cocky and arrogant. Can't even read a doggone script. He can't read nothing. He don't know his plays. He don't know the formations. He don't know nothing. He don't know the scheme. He just out there just throwing the ball around and somehow got the Golden Arm Award and the most accurate QB pretty much in history. One of them. And he just broke over 100 records off of just being. Yeah, I guess he's just super talented. I guess he's just super athletic. Oh, my bad. You say he's not athletic. You say he's not as talented and as fast as his dad. So if he's not a speedy guy, why? If he's not able to read coverages, if he's not that gifted in the arm, his arm is weak. Well, you explain to me why he got true mid-70s passing percentage in the college and now in the pros. You tell me how he consistently do that. Oh, he just throwing deacon dumb. Then what explains his yardage then? You say he throwing sideways every time. Then why is his yardage always? Why is his yardage always at 4,000 every year? Why is his touchdowns always approaching 40 every year? But you say, oh, he's just throwing little slants and bubble screens. Well, I mean, you tell me how you do a bubble screen up the field? He got that much athletic? You say you only had Travis. Travis didn't have that many touchdowns. So how did them bubble screens get them all the way upfield? They ain't got no line. They got to be in good field position. So you say, hey, bubble screen people to death, and nobody was smart enough to stop that. He had to be throwing more than bubble screens. That sound dumb. Because bubble screens mean, I guess they was always in the red zone. I don't know. You say they only threw bubble screens. That's a interesting thing. That they've been doing this to him the whole time. Y'all just catching on to it. They've been gaslighting. They've been moving the goalposts. They've been lying. They've been doing this, and we've been. You keep blowing it off. At some point, you got to stick a fork in that thing because it needs to be done. The lies catch on lies on lies. The man go up, the kids run behind him. The players love him. All your lies fall apart, and we just let them go on to the next lie. It's time to put some people's feet to the fire because that's something you don't want to play with. That's something that's bigger than football. When you just lie on people, y'all may be getting into inspiration motivation. Look at that. You're lying for what? For what? You're lying with no factual component to it. The fact is, Shedeur arm is not weak. The fact is, he's more athletic than you would say he is. The fact is, he clearly know how to read coverages, and why is his percentage so high? The fact is, he don't throw a whole lot of interceptions. The fact is, his teammates seem to like him. He must not be the jerk that you tried to sell him out to be. Those are facts. And they can easily be proven through history, through documentation, through just simply talking to people. But we get in a way where we allow people to tell us something that's clearly not true. Come on, we grown. Bold-faced lies. Bold-faced lies. That's a bold-faced lie that he is not likable. One thing he is likable. You see, this man here, his teammates like him. You know why they like him? Because he's not arrogant, like you say. He's likable because money, even though he do all that, money ain't getting to his head because that's all he know. He was born into money. How do you be cocky about something? That's all you know. It's not like he was broke and got rich and it went to his head. Money can't go to your head when that's all you know. That's all you know. You only know how to have a good time and be friendly with people. It's not like your lifestyle changed and you snobby now. Like that's all he know. So from how he was raised from a baby to a man, was his dad taught him to be a certain way with people. That's all he know how to do. He don't know no other way. He don't know I need to cut certain people off and hang with certain people. He don't know how to. He ain't never experienced that because everything he did has all been the same. His circle's been the same. I'm not saying that's a good or bad thing. I'm just saying you can't say he switched up. You can't say, oh, he want to put on for the camera. He want to put on for PR. He don't know no PR. His whole life is PR. That's all he do. The people that can't grasp that, that's all he do. If he a showboat, that's all he know. He don't know the difference. He don't know how to not showboat. His dad been showboating before he was born. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they hired him. Just got Travis. Okay. That's all right. Got the jerseys. Okay. I guess you're gonna be going to some game. I guess you're gonna shoot on up to I think the Browns play. I want to say they play Carolina. I know they doing Carolina doing the camp. But I want to say, unless I got the teams mixed up, you're going to shoot up and see Carolina play against the Browns. But I know you surely going to get to see them play against Tampa Bay. I don't know. Y'all know you're in Atlanta. You shoot up to Carolina. They going to play Tampa Bay twice a year, and they going to play Carolina twice a year. So that's, I'm thinking about Jimmy Horn. You got Travis. Travis going to play. I know he played Cam Ward. I don't know if they play at home or away, but you right in between them because you can shoot down Jacksonville 5 hours, or if I'm not mistaken, Nashville probably ain't even 5. Nashville probably about 4.5. So you can go either one of those when they play Cam Ward. So yeah, Jacksonville's in a good spot for you to catch some games. And Shedeur, I don't know, they ain't a good spot, but I gotta look at their schedule. I think the closest they may come maybe Carolina, Baltimore. I don't know. Yeah, they play them in the preseason. But don't they play them also? Out here, they play the Panthers during the scrimmage. That would be weird to play them during the mini camp and during the preseason. I think somebody said they played them during the mini camp or during when they scrimmage. I may be wrong, maybe confused with the preseason. But look here. Happy Father's Day to all y'all. Happy Father's Day. And while y'all here, I know a couple people don't reached out to me. Um, yeah, they play the Ravens. They play the Ravens twice. They're in the same conference. Yeah. Yeah, NFL is NFL, man. You can't do nothing about them. You know, it's an elite organization. You can't do nothing about NFL. I can't defend them. But what I do say, y'all see that scrolling at the bottom. Y'all see it in the top left corner. People been asking about the Tangler box. That's how you get to it, defeatcable.com. That's how you're going to be able to see these preseason games and a lot of these games that's not going to show up in your area. Wherever you live, if you don't live in the same city as these teams, it's going to have a hard time. Tangler box one-time fee. Yes, it was about $2.99. What the grid said is special. You should be paying about $3.30, really. But I get you a little, no, about $3.49. That's really the price, retail price. So give you a special there. $2.99. Get it while you can. And that's a one-time fee. Surely you're going to pay cable in a few months because you're going to pay more than that. So that allow y'all to see all the games, not only college games, all the pro games. Some of the people who in the chat can tell you, I think I know our Jizzle, Allen, what her name is like Play. She got a different name in the chat. But we got some people who have got a couple boxes. Make sure y'all check that out because you're going to need it now or later. You may not need it now, but you definitely going to need it later. Plus, you got all the movies and stuff for your kids. I go in, my kids be watching all kinds of movies that's new, movies that's old, movies that we can't find no more. It's inside that box. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all check that out. TV, movies, and live TV and TV shows. Got Family Matters and all that good stuff on it. So y'all go check it out. Don't just fill out the form. I get some of y'all to fill out the form. That's not ordering. Make sure y'all go ahead and fill out the form, but it's gonna take you to PayPal. You're gonna order it on PayPal. And basically from there, I just make sure the people ship it to you. That's simple. This is as straightforward as it get. Fill out the form, PayPal, you order it. Then I go ahead and I ship that. I don't ship it. I make sure that they ship it to you. I send your order in and all that good stuff. So you get it in a few days. But yeah, I hope all of y'all are having a great Father's Day. I hope Coach Prime having a good Father's Day. He been kind of quiet. Everybody got all these different little rooms about, what are you doing? Because he quiet. He's saying undisclosed sickness. I did a video over a week ago about, what's going on with him because what he mentioned. And he's not at the camp yet. He's not at the workout, but he don't have to. He can't do much there. He don't, but he's relaxing. I always say he need to sit down doing all this because he do so much. Football is a lot. You older and you got ailments and stuff like that, and you need a break, man. It's a lot. So I'm glad he's taking a break. I hope all of them take a break. No, you don't need a box for every TV. It connects to your HDMI, so you just plug it into your HDMI. I bring it in my office. I can bring it around. Some of my people have a couple boxes. Some people want 3, 4 boxes. It's up to you. Because, it pays for itself at the end of the day. Because even when you get cable, you paying for the equipment. You paying a monthly fee for the equipment, whether you know it or not. That's why when you cancel, you got to turn the mess in. Are they going to fine you behind? They going to put on your credit or something. Your box ain't free. Your cable, your internet, all them equipment, you paying a fee for that too. So you paying for that box and you paying for that cable. So, you go ahead and get this box. I ain't paid for no cable. It's probably going on a couple years now. I ain't had cable before either. I don't watch TV enough. But when the games do come on, I do want to watch them. And I got tired of trying to dig through YouTube and gamble and see if it's going to be on or not. And trying to do all these 30-day, 7-day trials or whatever this weird stuff is. And try to figure out, how can I watch the game and it might not work out and you be, stressed out. So, the box come in handy. Yeah, the box come in handy. It's reliable. And it got way more than you ever can imagine on it. Yeah. So y'all check it out. See it scrolling at the bottom and the left. Go ahead and get y'all order. Go ahead and order it. Best investment you're going to make TV-wise, I'll tell you that. So when will Shedeur start? I wish I could tell you. They playing so many mental games and stuff like that. It would be ideal to him to start as soon as possible. Because don't play on a losing team and they play the game like you ain't do nothing and do we need to draft another quarterback. And they playing with you now, they play with you later. The quicker he get in, the better. So he can rise and fall by his own work. Don't send him in after the trash. You trash the season and throw him in. And expect him, that's messy. So ideally I would want to see him start um, no later than the second, third game starting. Really. Because that's just to say, hey, the other people get them out the way so they can say that didn't work. You put them in the first game, you got no comparison. But if the other people go in and they struggle, you got some comparison. And they give them time to prepare. But I don't want to see them coming in after halfway after the season. Anywhere near that. Within the first 4 games, 3, 4 games, that's the latest you want to come in. And that's only for comparison's sake. But if we watching this thing, like I said, we'll see. We'll see how these how camp go forward. And then we'll see how the preseason go. Again, that's why I told y'all to get that Tangler box. So y'all be able to catch them preseason games. So y'all be happy. Y'all gonna be happy y'all got it because y'all gonna say, we got to see the preseason game. Because you ain't in Cleveland. And nobody owes you anything. Nobody, I see somebody fill out a form. Make sure you complete the order. Because the form don't get it. Go ahead and order it. When y'all watch the preseason game, we'll be able to have something to talk about. Because some of y'all gonna miss this preseason game. And somebody, a Buff fan, probably gonna try to post it on YouTube. Hopefully. But y'all gonna miss them preseason games. I'm telling you, because I was watching Xavier Weaver preseason games when he was at Arizona, and I was watching them all kinds of cities. I'm in Atlanta. I'm watching all up in Idaho. I'm watching crazy channels because I'm like, if the Houston didn't show it, he was down in Arizona. And if they played it away, if Arizona didn't show it, whoever city they played in, I watched it. They played in Indianapolis in the preseason game, some odd game, odd team. I cut it on the Indianapolis channel and I watched the preseason game. Y'all ain't gonna be able to do that. Yeah, I'm talking junk. Y'all ain't gonna be able to do that. Y'all gonna be watching whatever little shing bing team is in your local city. Well, if I'm in Atlanta, I'm only gonna see Atlanta for the preseason. I ain't gonna see nobody else preseason game. But not with the Tangler box. You said, NFL, I got NFL Network. I got all of them. You said, I got NFL Network. I got NFL Network. I got all the networks. Y'all see the video? Got all the channels on it. All the sports channels, all the ESPNs, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. And all them little bitty apps and all that. All that is on there. You ain't missing nothing. Pay-per-view and everything on there. So that's what y'all gonna want. I'm telling y'all. If y'all ain't ready to get it, just know. It's Defeat Cable right there. I made a nice little Defeat Cable. Gonna take you right to the form. You're gonna fill out the form. That ain't the order. You're gonna fill it out and then you're gonna pay it. I see somebody, whoever you are, you just paid it. I'm gonna go in when I get off of here. I'm gonna go ahead and process. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure the people got your money. They're gonna send me what you call a tracking code. I'm gonna give you the tracking code, and you that's it. That's how it works. You gonna order it. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna let them know you order it. Give them your address. They're gonna send it right to you. And since it's Sunday, between the day and tomorrow and whatever, they're gonna give me the UPS tracking code. I'm gonna paste that tracking code in your PayPal account, and I email it to whatever. I give you a tracking code. You'll know when it's coming. It'll be here probably by Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. Probably somewhere around that. You'll have the box. The box is not hard to set up at all. You can plug that box into your everybody got a smart TV. You got a laptop, you can plug it into your laptop. You can plug it to I got a screen, a monitor, you can plug it into that. Boom. You can watch it on whatever you got. And somebody asked me here, is it live? Yes, live channels. You got live channels. You got TV, which is called TV shows, the archive of, you see it scrolling at the bottom. I don't know how many TV shows you got, but you're gonna have live channels, TV shows, and you're gonna have movies. It's 3 different sections. You just keep updating them, keep it fresh, because they throwing in stuff all the time. New movies, all the new movies out. usually within a couple months the movie out, if you didn't catch it at the movie theater, you're gonna catch it on your Tangler box. But I'm gonna tell you what's crazy about that box. You can go in that box and you be like, boy, I remember when I grew up, what was that movie called? You Google it and you put that mess in there, and boom, you put that you find movies you watch in the 80s and the 70s. You be like, oh shucks, I can't find that movie nowhere. You can't find it on Amazon. You go and fill that thing out, man, you'll find all your old movies. I go and find all the old TV shows, Family Matters, Reading Rainbow. I used to watch Reading Rainbow, but I don't think I was alive when I probably was, but I wasn't watching the first Reading Rainbow, the first Mr. Rogers, the very first episode. I thought I seen it from the beginning until I got on the Tangler box. I'm like, they were doing that back in the 60s and 70s. And I see the very first episode way before I even started watching it. And that just took me back down memory lane. Like, man, I'm finding all the, what's that show? Zippity doo dah, zippity day. You just finding all this stuff you grew up on, you can't find nowhere. Man, that Tangler box, you'll be surprised. TV shows that you grew up watching, they got them all loaded up. TV series. You can watch them on your own time. Then you got the movies, like I said, international movies, all movies and everything. You got, it's too many movies. You got to type the movie in, and it loaded up, and you got all the options and stuff like that. And sometimes you got to give you about 4-5 of them because some of them be in different languages. That's how the Tangle Box is. I mean, you're gonna find more than you can't find on there, and then you're gonna go ahead and live movies and all. I mean, not live movies, live TV. You see that is how many channels it say? Over 10,000 channels live. Yeah, for real, because they showing international channels too. You be watching stuff in Argentina. You be watching their news and whatever. Africa, Europe. You be watching international channels. They got channels. You from other countries or whatever. You watch what they going on in their country. They got that on the Tangle Box. And you got every channel that's here. They get pretty much all the major cities and whatever, and even some small cities. You can find their local news on every channel. Local ABC, local Fox, local NBC, local whatever. Whatever they got local news, you can find it. And even some small areas. Like I'm in Georgia, I can find like Albany news, Savannah, Macon, all the news. I can find it. So that's why I'm able to find, like, if Shedeur is at Cleveland, I can go to the Cleveland channels. If he's playing in Pittsburgh, I can watch it. If Cleveland not showing it and Pittsburgh showing it, I can watch it on Pittsburgh. They ain't finna show me that game in Atlanta. You think they finna show me? If anybody they're gonna show a primetime game over like in LA at night. They're gonna show my local game, which is the Falcons, who they play. They're gonna show a couple primetime games and and something in the region. They're not gonna let me choose what to watch. I'm not gonna be like, no, I want to see what Washington playing today. I want to see Seattle Seahawks playing today. I can't do that. You don't have control over that. So that's why I tell y'all to get y'all Tangler box. I'm looking out for y'all. It is only $2.99. And when I say only $2.99, because you know how much you paying for the cable. You know you paying. If you really getting something, like, be for real, you say you paying $50, you get nothing. They robbing you. You might as well don't even pay for it. These look, I'm gonna give you $20 a month, $50. They give you half the channels, then they know the other channels you want, they ain't give them to you. Then you got to get 2 packages put together, and you still don't have all the channels. You still don't have all the channels. They only gonna give you certain channels. And if you really want to have a real, real situation, you're gonna have to pay Comcast, somebody. I don't know, DirecTV. I don't even know who they are no more. You're gonna have to pay over $100. I was paying over $100 for cable 10 years ago. I ain't had cable in years, but I was paying over $100, paying $130, $120 10 years ago. So I imagine I know what it is now. If you really want to get all that, you really, what you say, 350 darn. 350. Who? What you got for that? Okay, that was you, MC Finest. Okay, I see something popping up here. I'm gonna jump right off. I'm gonna jump right off and make sure y'all get y'all stuff sent to you. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure they go ahead and process it, and then they'll give you your tracking number, and then I'll get that to you. They probably get it to me late tonight or early tomorrow. I have tracking numbers. Yeah. Yes. What's going on, Alan? Y'all was just telling them about that Tangler box. I think Alan was one of the first people. I think Alan has more than one, I believe. Alan was one of the first people. He know in and out. He if anybody know about the Tangler box outside of me, Alan knows because he don't had it for over a year. It's probably going on 2 years. Alan has. Alan has had his box for over a year. So he can tell y'all more than anybody about. I know I'm telling y'all about it almost like I'm selling it because I'm the connect for it. But Alan can tell y'all the ins and outs, the pros and cons, because everything has its pros and cons because it is IPTV. So your internet gotta be right. You can't be down in the jungle somewhere. You might have a little slowage, based off your internet quality, you know. And you just gotta make sure you keep it update because this stuff coming in fresh. So every time I go in, I update. I unplug it every now and then because that thing working. It's working. Yeah, Cox cable, all the good. It's $350. The Tangler box is $299. The Tangler box is $299 one time. If you pay $300 a month, you should already be on order. Cause there's no way I'm gonna pay $350 a month, and I can pay $299 one time. And I bet you I got way more channels, way more movies, way more everything than any cable you can get. I bet you, cause they're not gonna give you everything. And then if they do give you everything, you paying that every month. You can buy a whole bunch of Tangler box. Is it easy to set up? Yeah. It's easy to set up because all you do is plug it in. They send this little sheet of paper. You go in to what is called the settings, and you download. They give you two apps. One is they got a regular one and a backup one. They give you two. They got a regular and a backup because while they got the regular one, they building up the backup one. So they always building up the backup up. So I mean, it should come up with the regular one. So they build you up on the backup, and boom, you go ahead and it's set up in a few minutes. You set it up, and then it just update. You update the live, you update the movie, you update the TV, and boom. Yeah, that Allen right here. Allen, I tell you, Allen has two. Allen originally bought one, and I think he came back some months later and bought his second one. And I know he don't have both of them over a year. He probably going on 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Allen has two. Now I don't know how he uses his two. I don't know if he got them in two separate rooms or he travel. I don't know because I've traveled with mine. I've taken mine to my grandma's house. You know how you go to like I go with my grandma. She don't have cable, and I don't feel like watching bounce TV all day. I take that mess with me. I said we ain't finna watch no bounce TV all day. I'm gonna take it over there. I might take it today because I'm going over there today. Then I'm talking, she there, and we don't be want to watch that mess. You take that Tangler box over there, the kids be acting up and everything. Ain't nothing good on TV. You take your box with you. You go out of town, you traveling or whatever. So I don't know. People use it differently. He said it has a VPN. Yeah. Yeah, he has a VPN. He said Tangler box now comes with free VPN app. Okay. Yeah, I know that update. Appreciate you, Big Tigger. It's Big Tiger. Is it Tigger or Tiger? Media. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Okay, first time catching me live. I guess you caught me because I was late. I'm good and late. I usually be on at 2:00, and I try to be done in 30 minutes, really, for the most part. So, I'm just closing out, talking to the people about this Tangler box at this point because we getting ready for this preseason. And we're going to be watching these folks like a hawk because they're going to be trying to do some shady stuff. And you know how they say, what's that girl, Mary Kay or whatever? She on their local news. We'll better see Mary Kay. We ain't got to depend on YouTube. We go straight to see what Mary Kay talking about right there on the news, right there on the Tangler box. We'll see what they're saying there. We ain't got to wait for somebody on YouTube to tell us. We can be the YouTube. We can tell them because we're going to get firsthand news on what's going on Even when I remember when I went, I think I took my Tangler box. I don't know about I didn't take it. When I went to UCF, it always amazes me. Two separate rooms for now. Okay, you got two separate rooms. Yeah. She said, "Do I have? I have three TVs. It's up to you. I mean, I got one main TV. We don't have TVs in the bedrooms, and I got, like I said, I have my big monitor in my office. I can bring it in here if they want to watch TV. I have a Fire Stick, but it ain't got nothing on it really. It ain't that Fire Stick. Just we already had one. I ain't go and get it souped up. You got to pay somebody. Some people pay a monthly fee for Fire Stick to get the channel, because you got to pay somebody to jailbreak it and soup it up and install and all that. So like, I think I have a regular Fire Stick that had some stuff on it, some movies and stuff on it. They give you some amount of free stuff on some of these boxes, and you got free stuff on some of the smart TVs, like movies. But you can't pick what movies you got. You got to take what they got. So I went on there and I went and got the Tangler box just for the main TV, but I can move it around. It's only this big. It's like it ain't bigger than your cell phone. I know you see it on the video like it's big. It's not big. It's like a little cube. So you got an HDMI cord and you plug it in. So I can take it. You can move it from room to room. But if you got people and they want to watch their own thing, then you might want to get more than one. But again, if you're only paying one time for it, even if you get one now and get one later, it still pay for itself, because you're not going to be paying a monthly cable. You're not gonna be paying a monthly cable. You're not gonna be paying $100 a month, $120, or like CC said, $350 a month. You ain't gonna be doing that. So it pay for itself over time. And then you'll find out a whole bunch of stuff that I ain't even tell you. I might don't even know. You'll find out. Like, oh, they got that too. Oh, like pay-per-view. I think Alan watched the pay-per-view, the boxing. He watched the pay-per-view on it. So I don't even watch all that, but yeah, fights and stuff on there. Yeah, I talked about bounce. Appreciate it. We are the new sports media. Yeah. And the more resources we have, the better, because they can't hide from you. They can't hide from you. Depends on what you want to do. But Greg's right. It's portable. Yeah, absolutely portable. Put it in your bag. Take it with you while you on the road. As long as they got internet, you good. And you can save your channels and stuff like that, unless you do some kind of major update. You have to put it back in. Save your channels and all, because there's so many of them. So many movies. I mean, you ain't gonna be able to see all of them. And your kids, boy, you might want to get more than one, because your kids try to take over your box. I'm gonna tell you now. They start figuring out all the stuff on there. All the movies you ain't take them to see. You be like, we ain't going to see that movie. We ain't going. Wait about a month or two. The movie's gonna be on that Tangler box. Save you some money on the movies too. Yeah. But y'all check that out. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this thing down overtime on this Father's Day. Hope y'all enjoy your Father's Day. For all the fathers, you got a father. Acknowledge your father, past, present. And y'all, recap for more time. Me one more time. I was just talking about, we started off talking about Colorado briefly, about just how Colorado how they work out. They're just different. The energy level is different. The attitude is different. They just look happy working out. Like, he just running them to death. And they just like, and I said, I played on teams like that. I'll be looking at dudes like, boy, it's hot, it's miserable, and it rub off on you one way or another. If everybody negative, you negative. If you want to be negative, and you sit up there and everybody like, you like, it just rub off, because you can't be negative when everybody else positive. So if everybody's working out and having a good time, it's gonna make the culture. And I ain't been on a losing team like that. Win 3-4 conference championships in a row, easy. Go to the playoff, all that. I ain't seen it. When they enjoy what they're doing, and it ain't no room for that poison. That poison got to go. It's got to convert. It got to shut up. You negative, you gonna poison yourself because everybody else like we get to practice today. You like it's bugs. Them guys love it. They love it. So I was just talking about how this man, they just gonna be different. I mean, and if they put that offense and cater to Caden Salter, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different, more different than people think. He's gonna catch a lot of people by surprise. Just like he been quiet now, Coach Prime. That team it's gonna be tough. We gonna probably enjoy this season probably more. Yeah, the hype and it was roller coaster was crazy. It's Travis and Shedeur, but we might be able to enjoy this one because they gonna whoop some folks. They bigger, they faster, they underrated. So that's what I was talking about. And then I talked about Shedeur and his number one asset being that he come from nothing. He come from raggedy programs, and they had a resource as far as the talent around him. And compared to these other quarterbacks, nobody's really thinking about the fact that these guys come from nothing. I mean, these guys come from good programs that can make them look good. They ain't never had to carry a team. You know, these SEC quarterbacks, these Big Ten quarterbacks, and they surrounded by 4 and 5 stars. They out talent everybody, and everybody, oh, they're good. They're good because the pressure's not on them. When you got a wildebeest in the backfield and you got an animal at receiver, nobody really got to, carry the team. But Shedeur has had to carry it. So he's the only proven quarterback for a team that's, picking these top round draft picks. He's the only one. So it's like you're foolish to play the game. He's the only one that he ain't got to prove it. He already proven that he can go get in the messy, which your situation is garbage. These other guys ain't proven that. They come from 10-0, 11-1. They ain't proving that they can function when the team go to losing. They might fall apart. I ain't used to losing like this. Shedeur like, whatever, man, I don't been here. We lost so well. Somebody else might lose 2-3 games in a row and have a meltdown. Shedeur know what it's like. He know what it's like. He's not going to this revel. So he'd be a fool not to put Shedeur in. I mean, even you look at Pickett. Pickett just came. He didn't came from nothing losing. He just came out Super Bowl team. He don't know what it's like to go losing 2-3 games and 4 games in a row and have to be the leader. Pittsburgh ain't no losing team. His NFL experience ain't even been losing. And I don't think he can. I know he ain't came from a college because he wouldn't have been no first round pick in college because they don't typically pick quarterbacks out of the first round. And that's what they wanted to hold against Shedeur. And that's why they set up Cam Ward to be in a good position because they didn't put him on a losing team. They saw him fall apart at the end, so he didn't have to go through that. Shedeur is the only quarterback that's decent. That he did the thing. Okay. So I'm getting these order forms. Y'all make sure y'all complete it. Because that's not, you once you order it, it'll take you to PayPal and then you complete it. You complete the payment. I see some people did, but I know I receive a lot of order forms. And that's just, when you go to that website, defeatcable.com, you complete like an order form. And then after that, then, it'll take you to PayPal to actually order it. I see you completed the order form that's going to take you to PayPal. You're getting it through PayPal. PayPal is the most trusted place right now, probably more trusted, just as trusted as your bank to order anything from. That's why I use PayPal. Because you have any issues, PayPal, they ain't hard to find like Coach Prime. PayPal ain't hard to find. So we ain't got nothing to hide because we using PayPal. PayPal ain't hard to find. You do some dumb mess, PayPal gonna deal with you. So that's why I order PayPal before I order from my bank. Really. Yeah. He said, "What are your favorite teams in the NFL?" My favorite teams is gonna be these boys' teams. Really, if I'm gonna watch it, because what else am I watching it for? I don't really watch stuff. My time is limited. I watch the Falcons every now and then, but they playing, so I don't owe them nothing. So that's why I say me and my box, we gonna be trying to see what's going on up there in Cleveland if he playing, and I want to see what Shiloh doing, and I want to see what Jimmy doing. I probably watch more NFL football this year than I ever have, than all the years put together because these boys on these different teams, and then we have something to talk about. So it's all ain't a waste of my time. Else I can kill this. Honestly, I'm just being real with you. Yeah, I don't know what you got to. You don't need no Hulu. It's up to you. You want to keep the Hulu, but you don't need it. It depends on what you got to Hulu. I know some people have Hulu for local channels and basic channels and stuff like that. But nah, you wouldn't. If you're trying to cut it, this would be the opportunity to cut it. You don't need it. And so Alan said, yeah, live TV beats all the paid apps, including Hulu. Yeah, I mean, because you ain't any channel you ain't gonna have. It's not a channel you not gonna have on the Tangle box. It's not like, oh, I got all these channels with this. You know, usually some cable package you got, it's always gonna be something missing. You're gonna have all the Lifetime stuff and no sports. You're gonna have all the sports and no BET or whatever you're trying to watch. You're gonna be missing something on one of them packages. Let's go get one of them CC packages for $350. I don't know. Shoot. I was about to say that's one of them car notes, but y'all know what car notes are now. Car notes is $700. Go figure. Just went to the Dawn dealership yesterday. $700. It don't went from 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to $700. So I guess you paying $350 for cable, and then you pay $700 for car note. Then your mortgage is $2,000. Woo! You got to cut corners somewhere. Everything way higher. Golly, I know y'all make big money though, so y'all ain't worried about that. Big money, folks. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the big money like y'all, and it ain't coming just from no YouTube. I'm tell you that. That's why I don't be having time to do a lot of stuff. I gotta go make it happen. Yeah, get rid of that. I mean, they ain't giving you everything anyway. Yeah, I ain't here to lie. What am I here to lie for? I ain't on nobody's salary, no pay tab. I ain't here to lie. I ain't here to lie. I got this super chat. See how it look different on here than on other stuff. So just join. So you may have already spoken to this. See, Shedeur posted about spiritual warfare. Where did he post it at? I might have heard something. Shedeur's starting to have a lot of dreams, man. I don't know if he always had it. Shedeur mentioned something about he had some more dreams, and he better go get with somebody who know that kind of stuff. I know some people, it be the religious people who more foolish than anybody who try to argue with you about, oh, that ain't that. Then what about God? We're that elementary. You on elementary level. God is God. We already know who God is. This Sunday I can talk about it. God is God. That's already established. Why you stuck in elementary? I'm in the 10th grade, 11th grade, trying to get out and trying to get to college. I'm trying to go to college. We already established God is God. Somebody else may argue if it's a God or not. I don't know where you think these leads and where you come from. I mean, it ain't even a question if it's God or which one you trying to pick and what he doing. But we know it's something bigger going on. So what we talk about, you know. But once you get out of like kindergarten, you know, okay, first grade, you know, there's some other stuff going on. Stuff called free will. It's something called man and one man. They got spiritual authority and all that. And when you got spiritual authority, some people figure out they can do stuff that you too ignorant to know that they can do. Right? So sometimes, you know, you know some stuff. And these witches and stuff they look like regular people. They ain't walking around with pointy nose with warts on in the hat. Some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them look just like regular people. And some even go to church. See, y'all didn't want to type that. Y'all probably get into some, see variant. You get into some. So, you know, it's some people out here can do some things that you say they can't do, or that God ain't finna stop it. Well, that's your elementary Bible. And that ain't me. That is Bible. In that case, a lot of stuff would have been stopped. Who are you to say that he gonna stop stuff? People get killed and get sick and all kinds of stuff every single day. Don't make me preach today. There's all kinds of stuff going on in this world. If y'all want to play this little elementary God complex, God ain't finna stop it. A lot of stuff. And some stuff he would stop if you weren't so ignorant. Y'all make me preach. If you knew better, it's certain stuff you could do that'll allow him to stop it, but he ain't finna stop it. He ain't finna stop it. Because some stuff you open yourself up to. And then some stuff you got to know how to stop it. That's Bible too. And because you ignorant, because you let people tell you, oh, that ain't real, that don't work, and we watching it happen. Your whole regular family and life shows it. Pardon my French. You look at people laying up and down the street. You think they want it to be that? talking to themselves. I bet somebody I live in Atlanta with some of them people went to school with my mama. That doggone Ray Ray. Them people beat on went to war or something don't happen or they got on some drugs and they spiked it a little bit and boom, their life is destroyed. It's the stuff out there that you talking over that you looking at like we for real. I ain't talking about what I think. I'm talking about what I know. Y'all don't know me outside of YouTube. We he and him and hawing over this football, but I'm telling you, I don't seen some stuff. I don't been around it. So only a fool can tell me what I know when it comes to this and that. You don't know what people know. You don't know what they've been through, what they experienced, what they've seen, what they've been involved with. So when I talk about that spiritual stuff, that's what I know, man. It's books back here on some of this stuff. Just because you don't see it, that don't mean that it ain't there. I've participate in deliverance and been through deliverance and seen them things do some things. And not on TV, in real spanking life. I've seen it. I've seen and had experience and know people who have experience with people who, who dealt with people who do witchcraft and been affected by witchcraft and what they had to do to resolve it. Yeah, it's real. So when some of the stuff Shedeur saying, I don't know what his level. He say he getting closer to God, and he's just be talking about these dreams, having these dreams. He need to get somebody, and he need to get some understanding of it. Because maybe him walking into this NFL, he going to another level of that, and know what you up against. Because that stuff real, it will impact you if you don't know how to defend yourself from it. I don't care what your religious stuff tell you, it will wipe your behind out just like it did in the Bible. So that's my take on spiritual warfare. He definitely dealing with it. His dad is definitely dealing with it, and to an extent, I don't know to what extent. I think they know what they're dealing with it. Everybody could deal with. You could be overweight and all that, and sickly, and eating cheeseburgers, and say, I know I need smoking cigarettes, and say I need to stop smoking and can't stop smoking. You're at it. Sometimes you can know it's a problem, and you can know what the problem is. That don't mean you know what to do about it. That's where help come in and training. So I think they're becoming aware of that something going on. Or that God is trying to tell me something. Sometimes God be trying to tell you something. And you be sitting there like, oh, shucks. So I think that's what Shedeur is going through. He's becoming more spiritually in tune. He's getting older. So that's my take on it. I have to go see. Because I did hear him saying something about another dream. And boy, them dreams either are a warning sometimes, or sometimes they telling you what's happening in the spiritual realm that you can't see, but it's giving you a spiritual equivalent so you can, sometimes like he said about the slipping thing. He saw that ahead of the draft, but he didn't know what it was related to. He thought it had to do with the pro day. But everything he said happened to the T, even verbiage, slipping. Everybody saying he slipped in the draft. Two people called him. Two people attacked him. All the stuff he was saying, I was slipping like I was sliding. They say he slid in the draft. Like his verbiage even confirmed it. That's what was scary about it. His verbiage even confirmed it. It was very sharp. The boy got gifts he don't even know. And that's scary in itself because he going into the belly of the beast up in the NFL. You hear me? I appreciate the super chat. He said he's on X. I thought it was he said I thought it was on X. Y'all know, let me know. Somebody asked about the Tangler box. Yeah, defeatcable.com. Make sure y'all order it down. You won't be let down. Yeah, people throw that word around, but sometimes, like I said, you can know you need to lose some weight, but that don't mean you finna get yourself up and go to the gym. So you're gonna be a discipline required. I need to lose weight. We'll go to the gym. Okay, you can't go to the gym a week and quit. You can't go to the gym for 1 week and quit. No. You gotta have discipline. So that's when discipline kicks in. You can know something wrong, but are you built with? Do you have what it takes to overcome it? That's the problem. Yes, sir. Y'all got me in extra talk today, huh? For the super chat, man. Hey, that's why so many people get slapped upside the head because they don't believe. Man, we first of all, I don't know how in 2025 you don't believe spiritual warfare as well, because it's blatant. You listen to the fool on the rap music who talking about what they do with the witchcraft and the devils. We hear about what they do, all this social media. Just like we talking about football, people telling you what the entertainers are doing. They doing straight up witchcraft, and you love them. Got you on the spell. Movies, TV, radio. You got to watch all that. They doing it straight up. It's too much information out there now for to even act like it's too much out there for you to even act like it ain't real. Like, it's blatant. Now, I ain't hitting no more. It's blatant. He doing something. He know what's going on. He know what's going on. I hope he know what to do. And I hope he got the right people around him. That spell was put on me twice in my life, both by women. I really didn't believe it the first time, but I had to learn how to comb it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's plenty of women that put a spell on you. Women do it all the time. That's one person who will put one on you. That's why you got to be careful who you dealing with out here. Like I say, you don't know. You looking at them. You don't know. They go. They'll go have somebody else put a spell on you. They've been doing this since the beginning of the time. Our grandparents talked about that. Be careful. They all them superstitions you thought that Joe was superstitious. Some of that crap is witchcraft. Whether you want to believe it or not. Some of that stuff that you talk about, that your folks talk about, was witchcraft. Go put this on the doorstep. Man, y'all, it's not my opinion. Go talk to a witch. A witch will tell you. Some of these witches, they convert, and they tell you all the stuff they did. The astral projection and all that mess. People be in your house. You think you hearing stuff in your house. Sometimes it do. I ain't trying to scare you. All you got to do is, I'm going to give y'all a hint. Cut the silver cord. Oh, I said it loud. Cut the silver cord. Well, y'all don't want to get into that. Sometimes people be right there in your house, astral projecting. Some people use animals and everything. Animals be looking at you weird. Why this animal there looking at me? Y'all think it's fake if you want to. The Shedeur ain't tripping. It's the order. Yeah. He said he upholds them in his hand. Yeah, but who's he pertaining to? Y'all want to have Bible study? It's Sunday. The steps of a good man. So go. That's an interpretation. I mean, that's a what you call? I'll call it interpretation. But what is the original word for that? And who is he describing? If he's good, not your opinion that you're good, not my opinion. It says the steps of a good man. So who determines if he's good? Are ordered by the Lord. Okay, we got a Bible study. Okay. He upholds them. He didn't say uphold you, Ray. So don't think it apply to you if it don't. If it do, I hope it do. But if it don't, you screwed. That's the reality of life. You better meet the condition. If you don't, you screwed. So we can throw that all around all day. It didn't say all men. It said a good man. So I hope you meet the requirement, or else the conditions that follow, he ain't gonna hold you up. And if you fall, you should not be cast down. It's the opposite. If you ain't good, you gonna be cast down. The problem is, whether you think you good and you ain't. Oh, y'all want to go there. Y'all order. I hope y'all complete y'all orders. I see these forms come through. Go ahead and complete y'all orders. Said the God of the world, you know. Sometimes the Lord will sit up and down in order for us to see things. Sometimes he can't do nothing. Oh, y'all don't want to talk to me. It ain't his fault he can't do nothing. It's yours in your ignorance. Sometimes he can't do nothing. Everybody want to talk about God. It ain't God's problem. It's yours. It ain't what he can't do. Is what he ain't going to do because of you. That's your problem. He don't live here. You do. Don't people trip me out. Talk God. You the one live here. You the one got the problem. You the one messed up. He ain't. You act like you talking about him gonna fix you. You gotta be fixed. Make me preach up in here, dog. I ain't scared of y'all. Y'all throw this stuff at me. They're like, God. The problem is you talk more about God than your actions. Your actions ain't got crap to do with God. That's why you getting tore up. Or if you do get tore up, how you get out of it? God, he can get you out of it. Sure he can. Sure he can. But you can't be like talking out both sides of your neck and wonder why he ain't gonna do that. He ain't gotta do nothing, really. He don't owe you nothing. But if he gonna do something, you gonna have to do something. And you gonna have to align with what he tell you to do. And that's just so happened in the book. And what he tell you to do, literally. And if you don't do it, you screwed. You screwed. Hey, we not see enough screwed people around to know that you can be screwed. Talk all your religion. You can be screwed. You can go to church and be screwed because you're ignorant. I tell people all the time. People see my comments. I say you're ignorant. They feeling hurt. You are ignorant. You tell me I don't know. You ignorant. You tell me that witchcraft and this and that and God gonna stop. He ain't gonna stop nothing unless he want to. He ain't got to. Clearly he ain't. Or why anybody? Well, that's crazy. Nobody should be going through witchcraft. The foolish comment that is. Clearly somebody getting affected. Why they getting affected and some people ain't? You know? Yeah, but your friend ain't no different than your family. You see what I'm saying? Because anybody can get close enough to you and they on that little devil payroll, you screwed. It's who available. The closer the better. You know, your friend can get your family. You may affect you differently, but yeah, I mean, your family member might be jealous of you. Your friend might be jealous of you. It's whoever can get you. That's that on it. The little imp don't care. Whoever I can get to get you, I'm gonna get you. You know. Trying to get them. Oh man, come on, man. This the old. Since Red is not the first or last. You know what I'm saying? She on payroll. Hey, what it do? Her actions don't her actions show? Is she here to help you or not? What's she showing you? You sorry? That should be clear as day. You started this. It's her fault. I'm even on here right now. She started this right here. You know. Yeah. Is an contract. Yeah. Believe it or not, everything a contract. What ain't? You put the seed in the ground. The seed ain't gonna put itself in the ground. That's a contract. You gotta put that seed in the ground, water it, all that for it to grow. It's certain steps you gotta take. It ain't gonna do it on its own. That's a contract. Now in the spiritual world, everything a contract. Whether you gonna deal with God or a straight up devil. That witchcraft that man says she put the roots on him, that's a contract. Everything a contract. Coach Prime ain't the only one signing contracts. Y'all sign contract. Y'all got me an inspiration motivation already. Y'all stealing. Y'all cheating. Y'all getting 2 for 1. Yeah, y'all don't got into inspiration motivation around here. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all trying to take my Greg said it and inspiration motivation and put it all together. People don't want to hear that. Some people on here don't want to hear that. They want to be mad at God. That's what they here to be mad at God, like they're gonna fix their life. Ooh. And they gonna be mad at me for talking about God, like that's gonna change something. Ooh. I ain't scared of y'all. I ain't scared of y'all. What I'm scared of you for? Because you don't want to believe in God, that's my problem. That ain't my problem. Go ahead. Not believe in God. I mean, that's your. There's a lot of stuff you do, I don't do, and I do, you don't do. So what, you gonna make this a big deal? Grow up. Grow up. Be offended about God. Hey, you like pizza, I like hot dog. I'm plant-based. You mad at that too? But you know, some stuff have real repercussions. Me eating the hot dog and pizza and all that, and that's nothing. But some stuff have a cost. This spiritual stuff have a cost. You know. Yeah, the blood of Jesus and all that. The thing is not what you say. It better have some weight behind it. You better have some weight behind it. They better believe you when you say it. How about that? Because it ain't the blood fault, it's yours. But yeah, for the most part, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I think. I think this is what Coach Prime is at right now, honestly. I think that's where he at right now. Because I think that's like they say he got to, man. I mean, this whole world crumbled. His whole brand has been built on football and all that, and then y'all just really just show him forget you, Coach Prime. It's like he really got to go and do some deep down search. Like, what am I doing? The thing I support and the people I support the most don't care about me and my child. Come on, man. It's Tanggula bots. You'll see it when you go to defeatcable.com. Tanggula bots. I mean, y'all, some people are so cute. They think they're going to go around me and they say, I went and got one. Okay, go pay $50 more because that's what you're going to pay. Y'all only get this discount because of me. It was $3.49. Go ahead, go get it. You might find it on Amazon. Since you don't want to get it through me, you're going to get it through somebody just like me on Amazon. And go pay $50 more. But yeah, I ain't the only one that got it. I'm giving y'all a deal. I'm giving y'all the hookup. And if it was $500, it'd be worth it. Honestly, my girl just said she paid $350 a month. So I mean, you want to pay more for it? Have at it. I ain't hating on you. Go get somebody else the money. That's fine. You better love something, cause I mean, everybody talking about something. You say I absolutely was not, but if you believe God, you have to believe me. Well, you ain't gotta believe it. It's just gonna hit you upside your head, and you be foolish you want to. Every day it seems like it's going more evil. Now, some of y'all may have different perspectives where the evil coming from. Sometimes, how my boy Chris Tucker say, which one of y'all hit me? You can hit upside the head and mad at the wrong person, some of y'all. But you got hit. That's a whole nother conversation. So so you got the spaghetti treatment. Okay. That's old school. Spaghetti dinner. Yeah. I used to hear about that as a child. I didn't believe it. But it's clearly a thing. Browns wasted pick. Yeah. They thought they was being cute. They was being cute. So that's what happened when you be cute. Because they should have had Shedeur a long time ago. They could have got Shedeur in the second round and still been like second before the third round, whatever. Before he had got him, they could have got him, He was there. They told he was still there after Dylan. Who cares? You got Dylan now. Yeah. He gone now. Yeah. They got a gift. They know what they got. Everybody on that team know. They can play stupid they want to, but everybody on that team know. You say if you deny him. Yeah. I don't know why you would deny. I mean, I know people got issues with men, and his God is a man. I know some people got issue with God because their mama, the grandmama died, and they prayed. Some crazy. Somebody probably told you wrong, or some other stuff you didn't know was going on. But I don't know why you would have a problem. God ain't did nothing to you. People do. People tear your butt up. You like people who dog you out more than God. You can't take it out on God. It don't even work. It doesn't work. So you need to get that together. You got issue with God, that don't work. Like he ain't gonna cry in the car. You're not hurting God, you're hurting yourself. You got to deal with whatever going on, and he don't want to really help you. You know why he can help you? Because he got a lot of resources. You a fool if you don't tap into the resources. He got millions and gazillions of angels and all kinds of stuff that we don't even know that can help you out. And you mad at him? You're a fool. How you go to work with a dummy, with a boss who crazy and cheat on his wife and do some porn or something? I don't know, your boss, and you trust him with your life more than God. I don't know, because you think God is fake. I don't know. I don't know how he could be in 2025. Now, maybe 10, 15, maybe 20 years ago, we could have that argument because life was just so good, I guess. Maybe that's sleep. But life is real interesting out here. It's real interesting. They doing some straight spiritual stuff on every level. Entertainment, political, education. They talking about stuff they ain't talking about. I've been knowing about this stuff a long time. They talking about this stuff outright. Like, man, this is interesting. These people out here, wow. So I don't know if you can not be talking about no God now. Like, I ain't talking about religious, because your religion might even be wrong. But might be telling you some wrong stuff. Or your religious leader might be telling you some wrong stuff. Religion might be all right, but your people teaching you might be crazy. Yeah. Jeremiah G on a good Sunday. Yeah, does the box have storage so you can board something and come back? And it ain't like You can save channels and stuff and save movies. Like you want to come back and rewatch it because there's so many of them. You might want to save them. So you got that, but it ain't like you saving like what's that what's that thing used to be TiVo or whatever the thing used to be where you can record it and rewatch stuff after you ain't recording nothing. You might need a whole nother device for that. They ain't recording. They ain't got that technology. I don't think they do. They might do. They might have to upgrade or something. They might have a box that you can upgrade. I have to look into that records. I think they might do. I just get the base box. I just got the base box. But they got different levels. So I have to look into that. That's a good question. We win. That's right. You want to be on the winning team. That's one thing we talk about sports. You want to be on the winning team, not the losing. Travis and Shedeur. You better pray for Travis too. Travis is such a kind-hearted person, trusting person. It's worked out for him. But man, he got some vultures out there, man. Some vipers out there. You got to be careful. Yeah. You on this earth. Let me tell you something. You on this earth. I don't know what food. You on this earth. You in it together. You on this earth. You in this thing together because you going through the same thing. You got different levels of stuff. Yeah, you got two parents. You got one parent, or your family got money. The other one don't. You raised in a certain culture. The other one don't. But boy, you got to breathe the same air. You got to eat this food. You got to deal with crazy people. And you got different experiences, but most of your experiences the same. You're gonna go get married, your spouse gonna be acting up, your kids gonna be acting up. You got the same experiences. You let all these you can get brainwashed you want to. I'm a psychologist. You can let this media brainwash you want to. That y'all should be done with that. People are the same. They ain't got the same experiences, and that's why you're supposed to meet other cultures and you're supposed to meet different people because you're ignorant. You know, you got a black person ain't been raised around white, and he don't really know. He just know on TV, and it's good from the mix because they balance. It's like the church. You know, you're supposed to balance each other out. God is not dumb. He made all of these different people to bring. When you come together, you got this. Only a fool say you need to be separate. Only a fool say you need to be separate. You know, because every culture brings something to the other culture. I don't know how people don't know that. Like the food, you know, I love eating different culture food. What would I be eating the same food? Mexican food, good. Soul food, good. I like African food. I mean, Ethiopian. I like all the food, even though I don't eat everything no more. And I think cultures bring different aspects. They got different disciplines. Some are disciplined than others. So to act like we're not all the same, we're not all the same exactly, but we have the same needs, and we can learn from each other. And you let these people get on this news and all that and have y'all fighting against each other and jump be lies. And if it's true, oh well. You ignorant about some stuff, they ignorant. Give them a chance to change. Everybody was wrong at one point. You can be racist today and not be racist tomorrow. That's possible. Yeah, like the world over because he racist. You racist. Oh well. You racist too. Like the people just need to grow up, man, and use some sense because at the end of the day, everybody ignorant about something and say stuff they shouldn't say and do stuff they shouldn't do. That's why you better have good God on your side. You ain't perfect. So give people some grace. Give people some grace. I mean, there's a lot I can say. That's a whole nother show. That'd be a whole nother hour. Yes, sir. And that's what it is, all the same. When we talk about Coach Prime, we talk about now. I don't know what you mean by that DVR. You gotta let me know about how that. See, Allen, a guru, he don't figure this thing. He's almost 2 years in. He might be able to tell y'all how to hook up a DVR or something to record. I don't do that, but I'm sure Allen don't figure out a lot of stuff. So maybe he let me know on how to store stuff. You ain't gonna store in a Tangler box, but he might don't found a way to store that mess on it. He said DVR or something, or maybe he's saying that's what I was talking about. I don't know. But we all same people. Okay, we got true. Ain't trust ain't true. All right, you ordered yours. Okay, I see somebody pop through. All y'all who ain't completed your order, go ahead and complete it. I can knock it all out at one time. When I go in here on PayPal, I'm gonna knock all the orders out. So you gonna order now? Go ahead, cause I'm gonna be busy later on and busy tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead when I get off here, and I'm gonna go ahead and complete y'all orders. So if you ain't completed it, go ahead and do it. I'm gonna do them all at once. Let me see. God told me to go. Told me to let go and let God. Once you give me a light and burden, once I did that, everything changed. I mean, yeah, because at the end of the day, if you ask them for spiritual help, let them do their job and trust they gonna do it. If you don't trust somebody gonna do it, they probably ain't gonna want to do it. I wouldn't want to do it. Who want to help somebody and they don't even believe you can do it? They don't even believe you can do it. It's like if you have a child, they believe in you. It make you be able to do stuff you can't do because they believe you can do it. It's something about belief. Don't you think that works? If you show that you believe them, they more likely to do it. If they don't feel like you, they probably ain't. Because you ain't gonna even give them credit because you don't even think they did it. So and plus, it's just helpful. It's just helpful. It's a spiritual rule, but even human. Like if you're gonna believe, believe. If you're not, don't play with yourself. Okay. Yeah, he probably working on some stuff. I don't know why he haven't, but I thought he did. But he'll get it done. I don't know what kind of mind game they could be playing. I honestly don't know what mind game they could be playing and why. I don't know if it's a collusion at this level. I don't know if it's collusion at the not collusion, but like I don't know if the Browns doing it just to cover that level. I don't know if the NFL got some grand scheme behind it where like they dropping on the fifth day to get more eyeballs. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, Warren G. She said DVR. I mean, she spelled out. I don't know how that worked with a Tangler box. I don't have to explain how that worked with a Tangler box because I ain't tried it. But that would be nice. I probably won't be recording that on it, but if I need to, I guess. I just got on how to order the box, defeatcable.com. You're gonna fill out that form, and then it's gonna take you to PayPal, and then you're gonna hit um, PayPal. You're gonna order it on PayPal. And like I said, what better place to order anything on PayPal? That's the smoothest and most trustworthy. Um, all your information gonna be safe. Any issues, you got PayPal, and you ain't gonna have no issues here because I don't dealt with these people for a couple years. They when I send your stuff to them, depending on what time they get it, probably later tonight or early tomorrow, they're gonna send me your tracking. And once your tracking is done, I'm gonna plug your tracking right into the PayPal that you ordered from. PayPal going up. See, that's the thing about PayPal. Boom, boom, boom. Everything automated. Boom, boom, boom. Order, boom. I get it. Boom. Tracking number gonna go right in the box on PayPal. It's gonna let you know. Boom. You have everything right there. So yeah, Georgia two-way commits Dion. Okay, who is that? And he gonna get a lot of stuff, man. It's gonna be real interesting how this thing come together. And we are in prime, no pun intended, prime position to check it all out. So I appreciate y'all coming through once again. We've been here an hour and a half. I thought it was gonna be a half hour. Believe it or not, I ain't even 8, y'all. I ain't 8. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm not on a fast. I did a fast, I think it was last week. But I decided to do a 7-day. You should check out this girl, lady, older, Rochelle T. Parks. Y'all probably heard of her. She's on Instagram. I met her before. I've been to the event. She does this thing where she help people reset their body. Now I didn't sign up with her, but she kind of threw this out. She do some free stuff. You got some critical illnesses, you might want to check her out. She got some crazy results. Um, um, I don't know what a super box is, but yeah, this box show is super. So I've been doing something she said. I just did it. And I had just finished a fast like a few days before that. So I'm like, man, I'm finna do this. And it's Father's Day, so I ain't gonna even get to eat, y'all. So I ain't tripping. I ain't ate nothing. But I ain't gonna get to eat. I had a whole Father's Day meal planned, but this thing ends today. So y'all push through this thing. I've been eating nothing but raw food since Monday. So this is my 7th day to do this raw food reset cleanse. Um, It's mental. It's like I said, everything's spiritual. I don't know what people talking about, but it's mental. It's definitely physical, and so I'm finishing that up today, and I'm glad about it. I'm trying to see how I'm gonna move forward. Like we talking about discipline, like how my diet. I'm not gonna just jump back into because I wanted to. Because what she do, you don't supposed to eat as much carb, especially not working out like these boys doing. Like I can get away when you're younger. That's why you hold on weight. So I'm doing that, and I'm trying to see how I'm gonna proceed. I want to do a no sugar because it's about the sugar. It's really about sugar. The raw, even my salad dressing don't have no sugar in it. So it's supposed to be about killing the sugar whole, and then your cells reset because they're supposed to within 7 days. So no sugar, and supposed to eat more protein because I was plant based for like 3 years. I don't know if y'all know that for the last few years. I just added meat back earlier this year, really like right before the new year, and added more gradually. So what you don't know when you don't eat meat and I don't eat dairy and stuff like that, really, it make you not be able to eat a lot of stuff because a lot of stuff will either have egg or dairy in it. So I couldn't eat a lot of desserts by default, even though I want sugar. But what happened was I became a carbivore. I didn't know what that was. I would eat a lot more carbs because I wasn't eating meat, so I was eating a lot more starch and stuff. And I don't know if that was any better. So um, I haven't had no. Somebody asked about cake right here. I haven't been eating cake so long because when I was plant based, I got rid of dairy, so I eat cakes with plant based. But even right now, if it was non dairy, which it is non dairy stuff, it's more expensive. Like it's non dairy butter, it's non dairy milk. I haven't drinking no dairy milk in a long time. So yeah, so absolutely. So I'm still not dairy. I see certain I'm still not dairy. For the most part, I eat plant based cheese still, but I did add meat back, and I'm just trying to see how I feel about that because I don't want to eat everything. I don't want to just go all the way back because I want to be even particular about the type of meat I eat too. So right now, I'm thinking about doing the meat and vegetable after I finish this, and still kind of stay off the sugar as long as I can. Really finish the month off with that. That's my goal. Even though somebody's trying to get me to go do some hibachi tomorrow, and I know that's gonna be some rice. But yeah, I'm trying to do the protein and vegetable and really kill the sugar thing. Because I don't know if y'all know, I've heard different theories, but for the most part, they say that sugar. I know sugar feeds most diseases, and sugar feeds the stuff that hurts you. So you can reset your body without sugar. I know we heard theories about meat, and we heard theories about this and that, but sugar and you don't really realize what sugar into you're not able to eat it. Even in like a lot of fruits, you're not eating sugar. You even got to stop eating certain fruits because of the sugar, just to reset yourself. And then they put high fructose corn syrup and everything, so it just make you not be able to eat a lot of stuff. So that's why that raw week is so important to kind of jump it off. So I'm going to the point. I love fries. Well, I can't say love. I like fries, especially home cooked fries. Yeah, no food, only water for 7 days. That's tough. I was talking about the other day to do water only. That's tough. I'm not saying it's not doable. I think anything doable as we talked about. You put your mind to it, commit to it. But because it's tough to just eat the vegetables. It really take you right here because you have some conversations with yourself. And I'm not a food addict because I killed that with the plant based. So it's like you can eat hamburgers in front of me and all that. It don't bother me because I don't been through that for so many years. But it make you really have some conversation with you and your body, like what's really good. And then you go back to that stuff. You kind of convicted about it. Your body feels that you know you don't need it, and you just it's different. So I'm finishing this today, and I'm really figuring out how do I go forward because I definitely gonna limit my carbs. I don't work out enough. I work out, but not enough to need all those carbs. And now that I'm eating meat again, I ain't got to load up on carbs. So it's mostly going meat and vegetables with a little carb every now and then. And it's not because of cravings. I want to reset my body. I'm gonna tell you, people lie say you can't cut weight, but I'm gonna tell you, man, because your body hold on to stuff. You don't eat the starches and the sugars that jump. It turn to fat, and that's when you do get into diabetes and stuff. But it turned to fat. That's how your body stores up carbs. It don't store up proteins as fat. So, you don't never give your body the chance to eat that reserve and build up. So I was already intermittent fasting, eating at 12 o'clock. So you eat like sugar stuff, carbs, starch in the morning, breakfast, cereal, toast, and all that. That's all breakdown sugar. Then you go into lunch and you have a sandwich. Then you go to dinner. You don't eat it all day, and you sit at the office. That's a problem. So, I just got to reset my whole how I look at how I eat, even with this one I already have on when I eat starches and how often I eat it. So that's my challenge. I ain't fighting those real sugar cravings like desserts and stuff like that. Um, so that's my personal thing I'm sharing with you all. Yeah. I don't do almond milk. We have almond in my house, but I don't do almond milk. I do the silk coconut milk. It tastes just like milk, the texture, the flavor, and all that. It don't taste coconutty. So I don't like almond milk as much. It has a taste. Coconut milk don't, believe it or not. So they're like, appreciate the truth ain't true. Appreciate the super chat. Happy Father's Day to all. Definitely appreciate that. But boy, I've been spending money. I was spending money, spending money. I spent more as Father's Day stuff. But yeah, out here spending. Appreciate it. Sugar, killing sugar cravings. We did it through Count Carnivore. Started sugars are processed through the liver, beef and lamb. See that? Yeah, see, some people say, I don't eat red meat. I don't necessarily prescribe to that because I heard that's the best meat, even better than chicken. I know some people say they only eat chicken and fish, or some people only eat fish. I think a lot of times it had to do with your body. And then, how like I say, your genetics and stuff like that, which means you got to be understanding of how what affects you, because some stuff people can do, you can't do. So, yeah, I think we probably do need to eat more meat, but then you got to be cautious of what meat. They got lab meat out there now, so you got to watch everything. I told this world and evil. They got meat out there that fake, and they don't even got to tell you, especially in the restaurants, if it's fake. It's almost like they ain't got to tell you, the gender difference. Like it's all the same. Like, okay, fake meat is grown in a lab. That they're printed, 3D printed meat and all that. Like they got that stuff out there. You got to be careful on what you eat. We don't even get into the witchcraft component. Who cooking your food and what they doing, and V8 splash. All right, now check your sugar. See, when that I like juices too, but I gotta figure out how often I want to eat that, drink the juice. I gotta figure all that out. So that's my journey. I'm gonna close out. So I did the deal. Got down to 212, lost 20. I was miserable. Yeah, see, and that's the thing. Like, you gotta be a lifestyle thing because you would gain it back. Cause like I could eat this and then go back and get a cheeseburger tomorrow, and I somewhat want one, but I don't. I don't eat the cheese. You know what I'm saying, I ain't ate burgers for a long time. But it's like it's a part of me. Like even when I didn't even want no meat when I was plant based, I didn't care. I'm sitting right around. I had my little plant based meat though, and I might eat a little plant based meat. I gotta pay attention to what's in that too. But yeah, I I don't believe in eating fried food, but I want me some fried fish. It's like that's the contradiction of it all. I like JJ's fried fish, even though I don't like fried food. That's weird. I guess that's some form of addiction. Even I eat chicken for years and like chicken wings. I watch people eat it, but I eat some chicken wings, fried chicken wings, and some special some hot wings. At this point, you gotta be real with yourself. And I don't even want fried food, but I want that. How you want what you don't want? That's weird. We don't need the veggies, corn and carrots very high in sugar. And see, that's the thing. Like even when we doing the sugar thing, I don't eat corns and carrots. Yeah, because it got sugar in it. I'm eating like broccoli and stuff. I'm not eating the stuff with the sugar. Bad pancreas cause diabetes. Yep. Yep. We learning. We all are learning. Help somebody out. Be an inspiration to somebody. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm tripping, man. I'm finna go eat a salad. And I've been eating salad and been good for 7 days, 6 days. So I gotta finish strong. On Father's Day, I had a crazy meal. I had cornbread, yams, and dressing. I was about to go crazy. Not gonna happen. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did hear that. He had to sleep with his flashlight. I'm gonna go see what he was talking about. But y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and close out. Y'all go ahead and get that Tangler box. Go ahead and finish that order if you got it going. If you don't get scared, don't get scared. I see some of y'all push through. Don't get scared. Go ahead and finish your Tangler box order. If you don't finish the day, and they ain't gonna send the boogeyman after you, you better get it another time. It'll be there. Hopefully, I'll be able to keep the price where it's at. Right now, I got it where it is. But even if it go up, y'all, it's still worth the price. So I did that. Greg said it. I'm gonna go ahead and end it off with a Tangler video for y'all that's still here. Y'all have a good Father's Day. Talk to y'all soon.